Hey guys, Jacob Rothenberg here, and just to let you know, in case you haven't heard the news already, and in case you haven't joined, my self-publishing evolution, your course for learning everything white hat with promoting your nonfiction work on Kindle publishing, is now out, and it is 100% free, guys. So literally go to my selfpublishingevolution.com. I'm going to provide a link below, and along with that, you can just literally scroll down and get instant access to the course free with all my content. People are amazed that this was given out for free. I think it's of great value too. We've got over 100 students enrolled. Things are going crazy, and we've got a Facebook group. We've got everything going on with the community, so things are banging. So, right after releasing this, I slept well, woke up, and of course, I expected this. I am now banned from my self-publishing blueprint, and of course, I get the death threat. No, not a death threat. I seriously fucked up big time from Emeka, and he blocked me. Now, in essence, of course, I can see where. Well, first off, I was like chat blocked for a week from the course, even though I was never promoting within the blueprint. But that's besides the point. Guys, there was been conflict for the past couple months, basically because right after the whole Fortnite thing went down. Remember when we all had Fortnite books and we were all supposed to take them down? I took mine down and thought, there's a better way of doing things other than using copyrighted keywords and fake reviews. So I sought out a publishing coach who specializes in fiction. And I thought, wow, okay, what a good fit. I can create a long-term brand with a real audience, with real reviews, and there's a lot more money to be made with fiction than there is with nonfiction. However, the thing is, Emeka talked to him, I think, one-on-one at some point, because he was propositioned to do fiction, and for what, basically, I don't want to make it all political, but Bobby, Kim, and Carla Marie are not, exactly allied. So, Emeka didn't want to work with him and told me not to because he's supposedly shady as fuck. And, I don't know. That's about it. So, I don't know. I don't think my earnings so far have been really shady or misleading because they're all real with real white hack tactics. And I'm doing really well right now with publishing. So that kind of started the rift. Speaking of the Fortnite books that we were all supposed to take down, I took mine down, guys. I took down mine the moment I needed to. Now, what is this? Well. We have Ultimate Game Guide still selling their Fortnite books. It's got traction. It's not a third-party seller moving these units, guys. It's someone providing the books through the buy box. And looking at other sellers, it's got to be the original content provider, and it's likely being done through Ingram Spark because the publisher is not independently created. It's actually Black NES Guy Books. So the guy, the course leader who told you to remove all your Fortnite books because it's blatant copyright infringement, still has his Fortnite books up. Way to go. Even though there was a student in the accelerator who came to me and asked what I thought about removing the Fortnite books, I said you probably should. When he asked Emeka, he got yelled at for not doing it sooner. Well, books are still up, buddy. Your books are still up. But what is this? What is this Black NES Guy Books? Well, let's take a look at that. This is how you make your money. This is how they'll be financing the Rolls-Royce. We're not there yet. The Range Rover, provided it has tax benefits. This is how you'll pay for the Range Rover you cannot yet afford, my friend. Fake reviews, a whole brand, a whole brand, a huge brand, on copyrighted keywords, like stuff that can get you in trouble, potentially. Way to go. So you're going to be the one to teach white hat marketing, huh? I don't know. How much money can you make without fake reviews? How much money can you make without the copyrighted keywords? We'll see. And guys, look, I'm not trying to be Mr. Haterade. I'm not really butthurt. I'm going to sleep well at night knowing that we've got a great community already built up in Evolution, but I've seen every sign coming that this was going to happen. I knew it was just a matter of time. I just made it happen faster. So I've been able to predict everything that's happened so far. And even on a popular place like Keyboards, that's a really, really popular Amazon forum. This has been read over 1,700 times. I mean, extreme scamming and selling black hat tactics for money. Now, it mostly focuses on Emeka. Guys, like, everyone knows, like, the current reputation of the Blueprint. And, you know, I can't really shit on it because I came from the Blueprint. I'm still going to be a fair guy and say Emeka did help me with quitting my job and working full-time on Kindle Publishing, but I knew it wasn't really done the right way that I needed to, and that's on me too. I'm not going to play victim here. But when you're teaching students on a fundamental level that you got to use review swaps, and obviously it's perfectly okay to trademark infringe, just don't practice what you preach. That's not a coach you should be working with, guys. I already don't like having to say that because even though Emeka says, because I released a free course that teaches you guys how to do things white hat, I seriously fucked up big time. And everyone seems to be happy. Everyone's happy except Emeka and, you know, the circle of friends, or I guess now my former friends online. But, I mean, we can provide a link to this below if you're interested. But the house of cards are falling, guys. The house of cards are falling. So I'm doing what's right for my business, guys, by shifting away from black hat stuff, because look, I do this full time. If this were still a side hobby, maybe I wouldn't care as much. But, you know, to have a community now where we're going strong, like we've got over 100 enrolled and we've already got 79 people in the community. Like, people are jumping on board because they know that, number one, I give good, trustworthy advice on Kindle Publishing. Shady or not about the free course, you can call that shady if you want. My advice is always going to be legit. And number two, people know that fake reviews, copyrighted keywords, these review swaps, man, it's not a sustainable way of doing business on Amazon. It's not a long-term strategy. It's just not. Emeka, even you had a video you created, and it was titled, Amazon Swaps Will Get You Sued, man. And about the fiction thing, like, okay, I'm just doing what's good for my business, bro. Like, I understand that, okay, I don't have your approval to work with, you know, a different coach, but number one, you're not my dad. And number two, so what? Let me give it a go. I was always going to actually be willing to collaborate with you. Like, I thought it was kind of smart. Like, hey, let's let one guy in the circle learn fiction, and maybe when he comes back, when he gets his coaching, he can teach the rest of us how to, like, just, like, teach your VA how to do fiction and make an extra 10K on the side. Like, we could have collaborated, man, but for whatever reason, you see more as an antagonist than as a competitor, than as a friend. And, you know, I guess it's over now, but I was always willing to work with you, man, so that's disappointing. And I could go more and more, but you've changed, my friend. You are not the same guy you were before. When I first got to know you, when I became your good friend, I looked up to you, man. So, you know, just practice what you're not practicing, what you're preaching. I've obviously provided evidence that you're not. So, people are going to figure it out, man, and things are not going to end well. So I'm just doing what's right for my business, and I want to still keep the community intact because I knew all along, I knew this all along, that I would get banned from the Blueprint someday. And the biggest loss to that would not be having access to you guys. Because I've always wanted to work and collaborate with you guys, help you guys out. No one can deny how much advice I gave within the Blueprint, how much free help I've given, and how much we've each other have helped each other out with impacting lives. So I wanted to keep that community aspect intact. So again, why are people hating? Well, it's not even people. It's just Emeka and a few others. Why are people hating on a group that's absolutely free to join? It's free, that has good content on white hat tactics. How can you possibly hate on that? So, not everything goes all your way in life, but this is the part of the pain in going in another direction, and we'll see how it goes. But I know at night I can sleep just fine with the fact that I'm not, misdirecting customers with fake reviews. I'm not misleading customers to buying my book when it's probably actually crap. I'm building a real business that'll last long term. I'm doing everything in compliance with Amazon, and I'm also enabling people to potentially quit their jobs and maybe even have a full-time six-figure earnings with a business model that will not fall backwards on them. That's the key. That's the bigger thing that you don't seem to be getting, Emeka, is that we can't be teaching people how to run an Amazon business full-time if it's not absolutely done 100% the right way. Or else, it can fall one day, my man. It can. So, I know you're probably emotional and mad, and you're probably going to tell me off at the 10X Growth Con. If you still want to shake hands and be cordial, I'm cool with it. I guess it's too late to ask for your friendship back, but this is how it is, guys. This is the guy that is all smiley and stuff on video with a super positive mood. He's not like that in person, trust me. Unless he's having fun, then he is. But you saw it yourself, guys. Those Fortnite books are still up, guys. And I know despite what he says, it's him in control of it. And he's still got a full-blown brand on stuff you should not be publishing on. And he tells you not to publish on it, but he doesn't practice what he preached, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. Forget about it. Let's move on to the evolution of Kindle Publishing, where we do things the right way. I'll teach you how to do it myself. I will out-earn anyone who says otherwise with Kindle Publishing on how to do this. And time will tell on not only who is making the most money with Kindle Publishing, but who's doing it the right way, who's making the right way with Kindle Publishing. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a fun ride.